I know you love to kind of be right in the middle of, you know, controversial, hot buttony type of stuff. You love that, man. You're always excited to be in the middle of that.
Right. People are pissed. I'm going.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
going.
That's right. Honestly,
Okay.
that's right. Keeps most people away, but you're running there.
Yeah. Moth to flame.
So let's talk about something briefly here.
Okay.
LGBTQ rights.
Yeah.
Big topic. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. I guess just kind of broad thoughts, man. Like, is that something that's important to you? And why?
Yeah. Well, people's rights are important to me. And so I don't want anyone persecuted or held back or marginalized because of an activity or a lifestyle that they have that's not harming anybody else. Leave people alone,
Sure.
and don't try to impose your way of life on somebody else, But their rights matter just as much as anybody else's. And it's not like they're asking for special privileges. For instance, I'm married. I've been married 25 years, right? If something happens to me and I go to the hospital, my wife has the right to be in the room with me, to sign for, medical care and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Well, other people ought to have that right. If, let's say you and I had been in a 25-year relationship, or we're even in a 2-year relationship. Say you and I had been married for 2 years,
Sure.
and I go to the hospital. You ought to have the right as my spouse to sign for that, And the same goes for, if I were to pass, my stuff goes to her. There's a lot of just rights that they have been denied for years and years. And so I think that we should just level that out and give everybody the same rights, regardless of whether or not they're living their life according to your standards. If a couple is married, be it a man and a woman, 2 women, 2 men, if they're married, they should have the rights of married couples.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of other things that go into that, but in essence, I'm wanting everybody to have the same rights.
Do you think that this topic of LGBTQ rights and atheism, are they intertwined in some way in your eyes, or are they completely separate things, don't have any interaction or overlap?
Well, they have an interaction and overlap because we're speaking about freedom. We're talking about people's rights. So that they overlap in those ways. But now at the same time, I know several people in the LGBTQ community that are very religious. So they're not in any way atheists. Sure. And I know plenty of people in the atheist community that are not in the LGBTQ community. But I would say that we're allies to a certain extent because we don't want people to be persecuted. We want people to have equal rights across the board. So yeah, in those ways, yeah, they overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.